Hello everybody, this is Carolyn Service. I am an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And coming to give you a little catalog tour of our brand new publication, our annual catalog that just came out this month. Now if you've been following Stampin' Up! For a while, you may have already seen some tours of the catalog, and you may be wondering why am I seeing so many catalog tours when this hasn't really been a thing so much in the past. Well, the main reason is because this catalog is organized completely different than it has been in the past. So I wanted to give you a catalog tour to help you understand the reasoning behind it and how to locate what you're looking for. When I used to do home parties, the most frequent comment I heard was, "I don't know where to start." But this catalog can change that. Moving forward, Stampin' Up! Will be offering new product through online exclusives, which means those products will only be found in my online store and not in any publication. They'll also be offering new product through mini catalogs and kits, as well as our annual catalog. In this way, Stampin' Up! Will still offer the same amount of new product, but it won't always be in a catalog release. The increase in online product will mean a decrease in the size of our published catalogs, but it also means we're going to be releasing new product more often, and that's always a good thing, right? So our new catalog focuses on relationships and experiences as well as product, whereas our catalogs in the past have mostly focused on product. So you will note on the cover that, and actually on page 1 and throughout the catalog, there are several images of people experiencing fun as they get together and create. So you can see this group of ladies here on the cover getting together at an outside garden, which I think that would be absolutely fun place to do a home party. And they've got some crafting materials in front of them and some snacks, and you can just see they're having a great time. Also, as you open the catalog, you'll see somewhat the same type of introduction on page 1, where it's saying embrace the moments that make you happy, and you can see these people getting together and just having a good time. And like I said, Stampin' Up! Wants to focus on the fact that Stampin' Up! Is often about the relationships and the experiences that we have as we share this fun hobby. So Stampin' Up! Has identified 3 distinct types of stampers and the crafting experience that they may be looking for. The catalog is set up to coordinate with these 3 types of stampers. The types are referred to as a choreographed stamper. This is someone who is looking for a step-by-step crafting, such as kits, where everything's pretty much all done for them. All they have to do is put the craft pieces together. They're designed for beginners, people who want to craft on the go, crafters with little storage space or little time. And kits are also a great gift idea. The next distinct type of stamper would be called a casual stamper. They are usually budget-minded, they don't want a lot of inventory, and they like quick and easy options. They like to have a little more creative freedom than a kit might allow, but they don't want to just go out on their own. Now the third distinct type of stamper is called an avid stamper. They love to create with all the things, they enjoy learning new techniques, and they're fine with cards that include lots of steps. Stampin' Up! Is an expert at providing product and inspiration for this type of experience and want to make sure that that continues. So each of these 3 sections, I'll show you here on this table of contents. We have the step-by-step crafting, which is mostly for the choreographed stampers. We have the quick and easy options for the casual stampers, and we have the creativity your way for the avid stampers. Each of these sections will have an intro page like this. Step-by-step crafting shows you some of the kits, gives you a little bit of explanation about what step-by-step crafting might contain, and followed by a page showing people experiencing that type of crafting and the product that they could be interested in. So you can see the kits on the table here, and it gives you some other information over here about what this section might include. And then starting on page 4 through 7. Oh, wait a minute, so sorry. 4 through 7. Oh, okay. Excuse my blunder there for a minute. Oh, there's a bad, just looked up at my camera. There's a bad glare on the pages. See if I can reduce that a little bit. Oh, let's see here. Oh, that's better. How's that? That looks a little better. Okay. So page 8, actually, let's skip to page 8. And on page 8, you'll see an introduction to our kits collection. You'll notice that there's no specific ordering information on these pages. That's because kits are always changing, as well as the availability of what is current. This page is just to introduce you to the fact that we offer kits and we encourage crafters to go online for an up-to-date selection. So you'll notice the QR code up here. So that will take you right to our online store and an easy way to find these products online. Now, let me just preface this. You're going to see a lot of QR codes throughout this catalog. However, those QR codes go to Stampin' Up's online store. They do not go to my online store. So if you use the QR codes and you want to shop with me, you have to then designate me as your demonstrator. Up, I think it's at the left-hand corner of the online store. It'll have a little link there that says Find My Demonstrator. So if you have any questions on anything I'm getting ready to show you, please be sure just to reach out. Now, I do want to mention also, the kits that are online are while supplies last. So I loved this little kit and I wanted it, so I kind of waited a little bit too long and it was gone. Now it is going to come back. It is currently unavailable, but it is coming back. But if you see this like a picture of what you want and it says currently unavailable, that's not a problem. It's coming back. However, if the kit just totally disappears and you can't find it, that means it's because the supplies are gone and that kit will not be available again in the future. So page 10, I wanted to point out there's also some of these, I call them making a difference statements, you'll find throughout the catalog that tells you a little bit more about the inside scoop of Stampin' Up and what they're all about. This page shows us another kit selection. This is called Paper Pumpkin, and this is actually a subscription that you can purchase as like you just give them your email address and they will bill you every month and you will receive a kit, sort of a surprise kit. You get a little bit of sneak peek, but not a lot. But a kit will come in your mailbox every month. You can opt to skip a month or, suspend it for more than a month and then just pick it up again, or you can select to just cancel it altogether at any time. These Paper Pumpkin kits are also available online in a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and 12 month pre-purchase order. And again, you can also suspend those at any time. Pages 12 and 13 introduce you to the quick and easy options. These are geared for the casual stampers. You're going to see a lot of samples on these pages that show what casual stampers might be looking for. Lots of really fun samples of product on that page, as well as finished cards. Then page 14 and 15 again shows you a casual stamper making a simple card. Then and usually casual stampers just have limited supplies on hand and they just make a card with whatever they happen to have. Pages 16 and 17, this is one of my favorite pages, introduces the top 10 items that a casual stamper might need to have on hand. And I love this. It shows really just the basics of what you're going to need, but I love on page 10, on item number 10, it says your demonstrator. So one of the top 10 crafting essentials is me. It says like Google, only better. You've got questions, they've got answers. And usually I do have the answers. If I don't, I can always find them out for you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. So page 18 and 19, this is kind of a new section for us. It's called Mix and Match. And it is a line of products that includes card bases, ephemera packs, sorry, I'm still getting used to that new word for me, ephemera packs, and simple sentiment stamps. So we have 4 collections of the ephemera packs, and those are more like just pre-printed sentiments or images or labels, flowers. I've been seeing lots of samples using these, and I'm kind of like thinking they're going to be fun to play with, so I definitely want to order some. I think I want to order, I don't know which one I want to order first, just to try it out. I'm thinking maybe the flowers, but then I love the idea of the sentiments too, so maybe I'll have to get both. But anyway, back to the introduction. And then on pages 20 and 21, these pages show you samples using these products. Again, cards that and projects that would be geared toward the casual stamper. Page 22 focuses on card design. It also includes 22 card sketches at the bottom of the page here that can help you get started. And I'm going to show you how these are used actually throughout the catalog as well as just on this page. Page 23 introduces the color coordination aspect of our products, which also, while also showing newbies what they may need to start enjoying this hobby. So you can see that it'll have a card. So these in the 4 color families, the subtles, the brights, the regals, and the neutrals. You can buy a lot of these products as a family, like all of the subtles markers, and for instance, come together in a package. And it just shows you for someone just getting started with stamping what they might need. So here's your cardstock, here's some pretty designer paper, and your markers. And that's basically all you, well, you need a few other things like glue, but that's really all you really need to get started. It's called the SIP method: stamps, ink, and paper. So this is page 23. And page 24 shows 2 stamp sets geared towards stamping simple images and sentiments. I just love this one with all of the little cute little pictures, lots of words, nice sentiments, and then more samples shown here on page 25. And this is where I want to point out, if you can see this, if I can zoom in here a little bit. Okay, still can't see that so good. Okay, right there. So, right there where I've got that little arrow, it's still hard to see. If you don't have a paper copy of a catalog, a physical copy of a catalog, and you want one, you're not working with another demonstrator, please by all means get in touch with me. I'd be glad to send you one. But that picture right there with the little sailboats is using this card template from page, what's it, 22? Yes. So they've picked up, let's see which one they're using here. Right here. They're picking, oh, you can't see it because I'm too zoomed in. Hold on a minute. Let's see, go back out here. Okay, so right here, page 22, in this little corner is this card template, and that is the card template that they've used to make the sailboat card on page 25. And it's got the little symbol here. So look for these throughout the catalog. You'll see them several different places, and they just make like a beginning spot for you to start creating with. Then on page 26 and 27, this introduces our memories and more cards, and they can be used for both quick cards as well as scrapbooking. Pages 28 and 29 shows another simple stamp set, and it introduces a few things that you can make using these products other than just cards. So here you're going to see actually 3 little treat holders. They're called sour cream containers, and they're super, super simple to make. You can see in the designer series paper here where they have lots of just assembled, I'm not going to say assembled, they're not really assembled, pre-printed designs that you can just simply add to your projects. Over here there's a little box that shows you you can just buy these little scalloped gift boxes, add a few little elements, maybe some baker's twine, and voila, you have a nice little gift package that you've made yourself. And who wouldn't enjoy receiving something like that? And then, oh wait, I think there was something else on this page I wanted to show. Yes, there is. So right here, again, zoom in time. Okay, maybe it's easier if I just go like that. That is easier. Okay, so you'll notice that little, where I've got that little arrow, and there's a little wheel there. That is referring to how they chose the colors from our new color wheel. The color wheel is back towards the back of the catalog, so I'm going to show you that when we get there. But we're also, Stampin' Up! Has realized that people would really like to have that, sorry for the shaky camera there, people would really like to have a color wheel like we used to have, and so Stampin' Up! Is actually working on that as I speak. And so you'll see several of those as well throughout the catalog, and when we get to the color wheel I'll show you just a little bit more about that. And then the largest section of the catalog starts on page 30 and 31. This is called Creativity Your Way, and introduces a wide variety of product that would appeal to the avid stamper. On the intro pages, you're going to see someone who excuse me, someone who is a dedicated crafter. They have a dedicated crafting space. You can see all their little items and products all organized there and putting together. You can see there's a lot of different elements on the table. They've got a die cutting machine. So they are really, the avid stamper really kind of gets into doing a lot of creativity on their own, or copying from other demonstrators or other resources altogether, actually. And on the first part of this category, on pages 34 through 54, you're going to find all the new suites that we are coming out with, which I'm blown away by them. I think they're beautiful. This section is actually my favorite section. Now you're going to notice that in this section, the stamp sets are not shown at 100%. So their size is different than what you get in the actual real stamp set. But what I love about this is the designer series paper now is actually bigger. You can see it better. If you've been a customer of mine for a while, you know that the designer series paper in previous catalogs it's always kind of been hard to appreciate in the catalog because you couldn't really see it very well. And in this section, the samples are different. So on page 34, they've got the samples, and this is with each bundle they're going to be doing the same things. You're going to see that here as well. One card focuses on just the stamp set, one spotlights the designer series paper, one the bundle, one sample highlights just the dies or punch if it's a bundle, and one photo will be a full suite sample where they use everything. So it's kind of fun to look at that picture and try to see if you can figure out the pattern of what they're using. That one card focuses just the stamp set, one the designer paper, one the bundle, one just the dies or punch if there's one included, and one photo will be a full suite sample. So kind of a fun game to go through and figure out which ones are which. So on pages 56, that's not right, sorry, 36, here we go, through 73, oh no, that's why, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm trying to read a few notes, but I didn't make very good notes, obviously. So this section with all of the suites, love, love, love this one, Take to the Sky. I love several of them, but I've seen some done with the designer series paper in this bundle. And the cards and the projects are just absolutely beautiful. This one, actually, when I looked through here the first time, I didn't even notice this. But see this one right here? It actually has some like little labels. So these are actually little pieces that can be added to cards as an element rather than an entire sheet of the same print. So that's kind of fun to look at. I'm looking over here. Oh yeah, so here's one. Sorry, my telephoto, whatever you call that, my zoom in lens, it doesn't work really good. So it shakes the whole camera and the table and everything. So, but you can see the little labels here and how they've used one on the card there. It's pretty cute, pretty cute. So I can't wait to play with this one. And then this one's also got some fun embellishments that go with it. So, oh, and another thing I want to point out is you can get the entire suite, which is everything that's on this page, just by putting one number into your order. But everything is also available individually, and you can get all that information down here at the bottom of the page. So if you just want the trinkets, that ordering information is right here. You just want the designer paper, that ordering information is all here. And then it tells you also for the bundle, etc., etc. So I'm not going to go into all of the information on each of the suites, but I also do want to point out, see this, another QR code up here in the corner, take you right to that place on the store, in the store I should say. Wildly Flowering, love this. And look at this designer paper, this is so pretty. So it's got these big, bold, colorful images on one side, and then like just sort of streaks of water, what do you call that, like a wash on the opposite side. Trying to see if there's a good sample to show you. Actually, this one is probably the best one right there, where you can sort of see the wash, but yet on these cards you can see where they've used the bold, bright designs. Love it, absolutely love it. And I love too that in the embellishments they've done like a close-up image so you can see like what they really look like, which is beautiful. So again, this part, just all of our suite collections together. Love, love, love this designer paper. Seen lots of samples with this. It's called Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper. Can't wait to get that. Love this one. I'm loving a lot in this. I don't know, my wish list is bigger and bigger every time I look at this catalog. But yes, I love the Country Woods Suite selection. Now this is what they call, I think it's called a super collection. I forget, please forgive me. But it actually has two different stamp sets, or I should say two different bundles. So you get this one with this designer series paper, this one with this designer series paper. So if you order this suite collection, you're getting all of this. Now again, however, you can order everything separately, and keep in mind too that anytime you order a bundle, you're getting a 10% discount on the bundle, which is a stamp set and dies or punches, whichever it comes with. Unbounded Beauty. Actually, this you can see too is done with a lot of our new in colors, which I'll talk to you a little bit about again here. Beautiful, beautiful colors, brand new, pretty, pretty, pretty colors. And then this is where our bundles start. So the bundles will always include 10% off, as I mentioned. And this one, Layers of Beauty, absolutely my favorite. I had ordered one similar to this out of the mini catalog called Enduring Beauty. Actually, I've got it right here on my desk because I've been working with it. And I love this one, and it works similar to the Layers of Beauty. This, by the way, is still available online. Not sure if it's in the catalog, to be honest. But the Layers of Beauty come with these 5 masks, and you simply layer the masks over the stamped image and use a blending brush to color right over the masks, and it colors your image, and they turn out so pretty. I cannot begin to even tell you how much you're going to love those. Here's one I've got just real quick to show you on that one, that on the Enduring Beauty one that I made. So you can see all the different shading. I didn't do all of that. That's just done with the masks. So it's really, really a fun new technique that I guess it's new. I've never noticed it before, so can't wait to order that one. So in this section, again, all of your bundles. On this page, this is really interesting new feature. So usually our bundles either come with a die or they come with a punch. But on these two, you can add either a die as part of your bundle with the stamp set, or a punch, and or both if you want. I've seen people order actually both because, you know, a lot of times you might want to use a die instead of a punch, or vice versa. So this is kind of a new option as well. So kind of will be watching to see how that works out and what people kind of tend to go with for this, whether they like dies better, punches better, maybe they like to have both. So these are labeled with Love Bundle, Keeping Tabs Bundle. And then more bundles. Again, I won't go through all of these. You can see these online. There's an online catalog. There's also my online store, and there's also the physical copy of the catalog. Again, if you need one, please just let me know. This one, I have seen beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards made with this simple stamp set, which I kind of probably would have looked over in the beginning had I not seen some of the dies that, some of the cards that people are making, and these die sets that come with it. Oh my gosh, they just really pop your images. Love that one. So okay, one more here. So this one actually has a hybrid embossing folder with it, which means that you can emboss and die cut these sand dollars and starfish at the same time. You just run them through your die cutting machine and they pop out with the embossed image, as well as they're all cut out for you. So absolutely awesome. I'm probably getting a little bit more involved than I sort of thought I would as I was doing this catalog tour. I was really just kind of going to show you where you find things, but you know, every time I look through the catalog I go, oh yeah, I should tell you something about this. So please forgive me if this is a little long-winded. This section, starting on page 74, is our Encore stamps, and these are stamps that have been carried over from previous years. I like that they're all grouped together in one area. And note on this page 74, this QR code actually takes you to Stampin' Up's Pinterest page for more ideas. So I thought that was really a fun QR code. Again, keep in mind this doesn't take you to my Pinterest page. This does take you to Stampin' Up's page, where you're going to find more ideas for using these products. And there's quite a few in here. You can see the images are smaller, so these are not true to size, obviously. And that ends on page 80. On page 81, they introduce the different types of stamps we carry, the cling and photopolymer. Page 82 features our reversible stamps and features two of them at the bottom of page 83, but also encourages you to go online to see more. If you have any questions about reversible stamps, maybe you've never heard of those before, again, please feel free to reach out to me. Page 84 and 85 will show you some of our image only or sentiment only stamp sets. Again, here's some that show you or explain to you that there's more of these online that you can go and check out. And then starting on page 86, the focus in this section is techniques and the product that you'll want to have to try the techniques shown, such as this one being two-step stamping. And it shows you, gives you a little bit of information about how that's done, and along with one of the stamp sets that use that technique. And then here's a few more down here at the bottom. Again, shop our online store to see these and all of our two-step stamp sets. And then the technique section goes all the way through to page 91. And it's not like complete step-by-step instructions, but it gives you lots of tips you want to check out on these pages. Just really fun tips that you can pick up. So one of the things I say about this catalog is when I first started, the catalog was actually called the Idea Book. And that's what this book reminds me of. There's so many ideas in here and how to use the stamps, what to do with them, different techniques. I just love it. Down here at the bottom, this page showing you our background stamp sets. They don't necessarily just need to be used as backgrounds, like such as this one here, where they've used this stamp set, but then they've stamped it in several different colors, but then they've cut them out. Fussy cut is what we refer that to with our little paper snips. Cut them out and use them on a card. And one I saw just the other day, it was done white on white. So they fussy cut these flower images in white and put them on a white background. It was absolutely beautiful. So this showing, again, I think that's everything in the technique section. Yes, it is. Oh, and on page 86, I missed that. In my notes, I have it, but I missed it as I went through the catalog. So up here, right over that card, is the card template. Again, you can barely see it, that they used off of page 22. Can you see that? So they've got like three, what is that, horizontal rectangles that they've used like in this card here. And that was the starting point, that idea. Okay, so skipping back through some of these techniques, how to use sponge daubers, background stamps. This is kind of a shout out, these two pages, 92 and 93, a shout out to our demonstrators that have reached their first $100 million in sales. They get to help design a stamp set as one of their rewards. So this was done inspired by million sales achiever Margaret Van Vliet, I think is how you say that. Here's some more that were done and can be found online. Just amazes me that our demonstrators, not that I'm not one, but I haven't sold my first $1 million yet, let's just put it that way, but I just admire all of those that actually have. And I'm just seeing something here as I'm looking through. Here's a technique on this page that I didn't even notice before, where they're actually taking this stamp and they're coloring berries with the, I'm not sure what shade that is, but I'm going to say, we'll just say some sort of purple. I'm thinking Highland Heather, but I'm not sure, and Garden Green. So they've actually colored right on the rubber image with the green for the leaves and the purplish color for the berries, and then stamped it all together right on the card. Really cool. So you're going to want to really, really look at the pages, not just the samples, but all the little notes. There's just so many ideas in here. Here's one where they've taken a blending brush and used that to put some color onto, looks like the edge of, could be either an envelope, a gift box, or they may be using it on a card, not sure, but really fun way to add color to your projects. So 94 and 95 pages focus on organized storage options. It also includes another making a difference statement here. So we have lots of storage storage options, as you can see. And again, questions, just ask. I'd be glad to try to answer them for you. This next section, which goes from page 96 to 109, is referred to as reasons to craft. If you know what you need, for instance, say a card, you want to make a card for a special occasion, an anniversary, say. This is the area where you would look. And note the stamps in this section are shown at 100%. This section includes a memory making resource. So memory making, scrapbooking, whatever you might want to call it, doesn't just necessarily have to be a scrapbook layout. You can make little framed projects with it. You can make little mini pages with it. I've made some really fun little scrapbooks and put them inside a metal box that originally something else came in. I painted the metal box and then made my scrapbook to fit that same size of a box, and then gave it to, well, for one, I gave one to my son when he was traveling and just didn't have a lot of space to keep things. And I wanted to give him something that was durable, so I put it in this metal box that I had spray painted and decorated the outside of, and then he still has that years and years later, and I'm so tickled. And then I made one similar for my granddaughter's 16th birthday, just a special occasion with all kinds of fun photos in it for her. But this will show you a simple stamp set. It shows you some designer series paper and just a few different things that you might need. Here's a mention of an alphabet set. Oh, so that's one of the things I'd like to show you. So zoom this up here so you can see right here in the corner, if I can get that. Oh gosh. There's a little shopping cart with a heart, little shopping basket with a heart in the center. And right next to it says Alphabet a la mode dies. Okay, so if you see something like that, you can, and it shows you a couple of the different alphabet letters, I should say, used in those layouts. But what that's telling you is you can order, that's the ordering information you need, just the item number, it has the price. You can just use that as your ordering information. But if you want to know more about that product, that little shopping cart means go to my shopping cart online for more information. And so it'll tell you that here. See more, shop our online store to see all our memory keeping must-haves. So these are just basics, but there's a lot more online. And just with any company these days, so many people, I think it's after COVID, or during COVID, I should say, we all had to start shopping online because we really couldn't go to stores. And that's where this kind of trend started, where more and more people are just ordering online now rather than going into a physical storefront. So it's kind of the same idea with Stampin' Up! Is they're still having their storefront, which is our catalog, but there's a bigger store collection, I should say, online. So don't miss that. Here again, more celebrations and different items that you might want to purchase to celebrate different occasions throughout the year. This is a Valentine, a Merry Christmas, New Year. Lots of different little footnotes in here. Be sure to check those out. And this page is kind of geared towards children, but definitely doesn't have to be just for children. I've looked at this over, and I mean, yeah, you could use, yes, the pictures are sort of elementary, but the sentiments you could use, this would make a great baby card sentiment, welcome sweet pea. So, don't just look at this and go, oh, this is all about kids, I don't need this section, because it really does have some really fun ideas. I love this idea where you can buy some pencils, watercolor pencils, and your kids could actually color in the different images on this page. I thought that was a really cute idea. Again, it says craft for your kids, but don't let that stop you. This set goes great with the bundle that I was telling you about, or the suite that I was telling you about that had the airplanes. I forget what the name of that was real quick. Let me see if I can find it. I think I can, because I think it's right in the very front of this. Yeah, so Take to the Sky. This would go really well with that. Sending love, and it's got like the, like a flight pattern. So I thought that was kind of cute. And just different reasons to craft. Again, another making a difference statement. Tell you a little bit about our Heart of Stampin' Up award. Another alphabet set. I love this alphabet set. It's really fun to play with and super simple. Here's invitations for baby showers, birthdays, bridal showers, class reunions. This is where you would want to look for all of those types of cards that you want to make. There was also this section, which I think is really cute, because I like to do this, craft for your home. So this one you could use some different home decor projects, or maybe even a, like, welcome to your new home, especially if you're a realtor or something. This set would be absolutely awesome. And there was something else that popped out to me, and now I can't see, but framed, like a little framed piece. I have done that before. Actually, do I have one? Oh, I do have one right here. Now this is old, but it's right here in my stamp room, so I'll just show you. So this is one that I made. I used to have a tag down here at the bottom that said spring, but somehow it got a drop of water on it, so I just took it off of there the other day. I need to fix it and replace it. But you can make some fun home decor projects with stamps too. That they don't have to all be just about cards, so just keep that in mind. And then too, on this, you see the little color wheel going, where can I get that? Right here. And so that tells you how they chose the colors to go in that particular project. And then let's see. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show. These, pretty sure I have this right. These are shown at 100% in this section, the stamp sets. So just know that as well, that this is full size. Then page 110, I love this page. So this shows all of our metallic items. So there's some specialty paper, there's silver foil sheets, there's little gems that are metallic. Again, you're going to see that shopping icon, so it's pointing you to go look at a lot of the other details of what you're seeing. So you see this like bird and mushroom images on this card, but you don't see the stamp set. You want to see what comes in that, just go to the online store and you can see so much more. This also, here's your copper, here's your gold, some of the different products that we have in those sections. And page, let's see, oh, this is our ribbon collection. And what I've liked about this too is that they've actually used it to put around packages, because you can kind of get a feel for how big that ribbon might be, or even the texture. You could probably tell a little bit, see a little bit of the texture in some of this ribbon. And there is also, yeah, here it is. Another really fun page is the embellishment page. In the past, they've been really tiny images. Here, these are much bigger. So I don't know if it tells us anywhere. I don't see it. How much bigger these are, I would say at least 130 to 50 maybe. I'm guessing at that, but they're definitely not to size, which, like I said, I like, because you can really see the detail in these embellishments. And aren't they pretty? I love this page. Just sit here and stare at it for a while, but then I know my wish list would get lots longer, so I won't. Pages 116 and 17, again, this is a great page for a resource. And like I said before, this particular catalog has a lot of resource information in it. So this one, a lot of people ask me, what adhesive do you use to attach ribbon, for instance? Well, here you've got all of those answers right in the catalog. So which adhesive is best for my project? Here is your icon if it's cardstock and paper. If you look up here, you see that image, you know that this is a great glue for using on cardstock and paper. This, another one, good for using on cardstock and paper. Any place that you see that emblem, which is almost every one, you can choose to use that on cardstock and paper. You want to know what works best on ribbon? Look for this icon. So here's that icon. Here it is again. Die cuts, 3D projects. Just look for those icons and where they are, which glue, I should say, which adhesive works best to glue, is that what I want to say? Adhere these items together. Again, page 116 and 117. I'm actually going to put some tabs in my book, my catalog, and this is definitely one of the pages that I will be putting a tab on, because I want to be able to refer back to that one quite frequently. The next category is like from pages 118 to 127. And this section, again, another great idea, highlights crafting techniques that use tools other than just stamps. This section covers watercoloring, it covers motion cards, it covers shaker cards. I love shaker cards. They're so fun and easy and impressionable, I guess might be the good word. Like, they definitely make an impression on people that are getting them. They make it look like you've really done a ton of work to make this card when they're really pretty simple. There is a page about masking and like just a little simple set that would work great for masking techniques, and gives you a little bit of idea of how to use those. How to mask and use more than one image on top of another to make it look more three-dimensional. Here's a page all about adding texture, whether that might be embossing powders, whether it might be embossing paste. Lots of different ideas on here. Lots and lots of different little footnotes for you to take a look at. And how to use embossing folders. And this is I do believe this is our entire collection. I don't see a symbol where it says go see more online. No, so I'm thinking this is our entire embossing collection. And down here at the bottom, the hybrids, which are all fun to play with. And then on page 130 and 131 shows you a little bit about blending colors using our stamping blends, which are awesome. They're actually my favorite coloring tool. And then this is the page I was talking about earlier. So these pages talk to you a little bit about color theory, and this shows you our entire color collection. I love this. I don't think, let me look real quick. I don't think our in colors, our in colors are not included in this color theory because they change every other year. Well, sort of every year. I'll explain that in a minute. And then this tells you how to make, like what to choose for a monochromatic card, how to work the color wheel to come up with complementary colors, triadic colors, analogous colors. Analogous, I hope I said that word right, I'm not sure, and gives you some different samples of what they're talking about down here in the bottom where these three colors go together and why they do. I love this. See, this to me is so educational. It's not about product. We're not selling anything on these pages. We're just trying to help you to understand color and how to be an expert in using color. So I love, love, love that page. And then again, here's more about the color collection. So we have four. We have the subtles, which is this page. We have the brights, and don't you love the visual here? Like, oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. The brights and the regals and the neutrals and the in colors. So I just want to show you as well. You can see here these items are all ordered individually. You can order by just grabbing this item number off of, like, you want Mossy Meadow, you just go down this line. Here's your cardstock, here's your ink pad, here's your ink refill, and your stamping blends. Now I'll point out that every color does not have a stamping blends color to go with it, marker I should say, to go with it. And if it doesn't, it'll just have a little blank there. But then you can also order it by the family. So you want to save a little bit, you can order, I believe there's a discount in that. I should have probably looked that up before I said it. Yes. So if you order the bundle of neutral stamp pads, you do get a discount. You can see where you can just order them by the bundle instead of ordering each one individually. In colors, I'll just quickly tell you a little bit about that. I feel like I'm getting a little bit wordy here, but our in colors come out every 2 years, so they will overlap. So the ones that have just come out are the Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Summer Plat, so sorry, Summer Splash, and Petunia Pop. And they will be in our catalog this year and next year, and then half of 2026, because they're in for two years, but they start sort of in the middle of the year and end in the middle of the year. So this color collection, Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path, they came into our catalog in the middle of last year, so they will go out in the middle of next year. Hope that makes sense. And again, you can order all these products individually or by the family. Here's some of our basics, like Basic White, Vanilla. We have a new color called Basic Beige this year. Black and Bronze and Ivory refers just to the stamping blend. The index. Okay, so a lot of people are a little confused about this index, but I love the index. This is sort of, you know exactly what you want, but you don't know where it is in the catalog, then you can just come here and find the page number. So it's in alphabetical order. Oh, no, it's not in alphabetical order. I take that back. I thought it was. Well, it's close, except for this first section for some strange reasons. So it has adhesives, tells you what page it's on. It has embellishment, tells you the different embellishments, what type they are, and what page it's on. And everything else from here appears to be in alphabetical order, except that one. So here's all your dies. So if you know what die you're looking for, you can find it here. The dies are, only the dies that are listed here are the ones that are in the catalog. There's many more that are online, but these are, what you see here in the index is just the items that are here in the catalog. And then the embossing folders, just all kinds of different papers, packaging, punches, stamp sets, so on and so forth, tools and storage items. So if you know what you're looking for, you just don't know what page you might find it on, this would be where you would want to come. I think this will be my best friend, because although I am going to put tabs on my catalog, so that'll help me as well, but I still think this is going to be great. And the online store is going to be a great resource and reference, even if you aren't ordering online. So I encourage you to take some time to just go there and check it out. I have heard there's a few glitches with it being brand new. Give our tech department a little time to possibly iron those out. Hopefully they're not going to be too blatant, and they'll get those fixed pretty quickly. But I've heard that there's a few of the items where you click on, say, you want quick and easy options. They're not all listed there in that section, and that's definitely a glitch. So hopefully we'll get that fixed pretty quickly. And then also I want to show you, let me see what's, oh yeah. So, I need to mention this. I'm sorry, I keep thinking, okay, this will be the end, but I do need to mention this. If you have any interest in becoming a demonstrator, now I've been a demonstrator for 20 years, so I can tell you this is an awesome company to work for. They have great customer service and demonstrator service, or demonstrator support. And right now they're having an unbelievable join offer. So if you join now during the month of May 2024, you get to choose $125 worth of product of your own choice for $99. The kit gets shipped to you free, and you get the entire in color collection. So all the stamp pads, all the markers, the cardstock, the embellishments. It's an $82 freebie. And I mean, you just can't go wrong. If your wish list is over $99, it's just a no-brainer. Order a starter kit. There's no obligation to it. You don't have to do parties. You don't have to sell. You get a 20% discount on future purchases as long as you are purchasing or selling, however you want to do it, $300 in a quarter. So If you don't think, oh, well, I probably won't spend $100 every month, so ask a few friends to go in with you. I mean, like I say, I got started just because I wanted the discount and then realized how fun and easy it was to actually earn some money doing this and enjoying what I was doing, obviously, because I have been still doing it for 20 years, even though I originally just thought I would get into it for my personal discount. This page tells a little bit about parties and gatherings, classes, that kind of thing. Right now they are not putting the rewards page in the catalog because it's in transition. So they are changing that at this time. And so you can scan this QR code to learn more about the rewards program that's current. And then when it changes, you'll still be able to scan that QR code and find out what the new rewards program is going to be. It probably won't launch until towards the end of this year. So right now, it's the same as it has been in the past catalogs. Here, just quickly point this out. This is the Angel policy. If you want to make cards to sell, you do need to put a Stampin' Up copyright image on the back of your cards because these images are copyrighted. This is the last page. Ta-da! I did want to show you this QR code actually works. I thought it was just like for fun because it's so big, but it does actually work. Just keep in mind it does not take you to my online store. It just takes you to Stampin' Up's online store. If you want me to get credit for anything you purchase, you do need to choose me as your demonstrator. I think that's about everything I wanted to let you know. But just kind of look at this catalog as more of a resource item than a true product catalog or a storefront. It's more of a step into the 21st century shopping experience with greater focus towards online shopping. It has been pointed out by the World Health Organization that there is a loneliness epidemic occurring in our world today, and Stampin' Up wants to be part of changing that, so their focus is to introduce the world of stamping and all that goes with it to a new generation. So yes, although change can be hard, even if it's as simple as a different catalog layout, I hope we can all embrace the changes and help be a part of making a difference in the lives of more people through our love of stamping. Again, I've ordered a few extra catalogs this year, so if you know someone you would like to introduce to the world of stamping, let me know and I'll gladly give you a catalog to share. Until later, until we see each other again online, via Zoom or online classes or in person. However, I hope that you enjoy the new catalog. Again, please, please, please reach out if you have any questions. I hope you come to love it as much as I have now that you've gotten a little bit of a tour and seen some of the different things that it offers and the different resources that it offers that weren't common in our past catalogs. So hope you have a wonderful day and hope you make time to make a card and most of all to send a card. Thanks again and have a wonderful day.